All right, guys, welcome back to Main Street Cinema Boys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you end up liking the video, throw a like down there. We're going to be discussing Tenet today. We got Dave here. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing great.
And Ian, who actually hasn't seen the movie yet, but he's just hanging out, right?
As per usual,
Dave and I
seen
just
what we're reviewing.
Oh, yes.
He's here to Q&A.
Yeah. Dave and I just got out of our, we saw it. Dave's this is your second time seeing it, right?
Yeah, I
So
definitely had to watch it twice.
Yeah, and it was my first time seeing it, but yeah, let's get into it. Stick around.
Non-spoilers.
All right, so Tenet, the new Chris Nolan movie. We're all waiting for it. It's the movie that's gonna save the theaters during the COVID pandemic, right?
Oh, it's that. It's supposed to be that good, huh?
That's exactly what we were told. It's gonna save the theaters.
I think a Marvel movie would have done better, but
Marvel movie people would have lost their shit. Yeah, they probably would have. Oh my God, anything for Marvel right now.
Give us a reason to get out of our grandmother's basement.
Oh yeah, our grandma, no, not my grandma's basement.
Or parents' basement. Just, I live in a basement. God dang it.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're filming in the basement, so that's cool too. But so Tenet, basic premise of Tenet is you have a character and they're armed with only one word, Tenet, which is obviously about things a palindrome. You know from the preview that this movie is about some type of time manipulation, and the characters in the movie are fighting for the survival of the entire world. And your protagonist journeys through the twilight world of international espionage to kind of, do that and carry that out. And how does he do it? And, and you see a great visual epic, in my opinion, on screen. Like I said, Christopher Nolan directed and wrote it. And then your main stars are John David Washington, from BlacKkKlansman. If you don't know who that is also Denzel Washington's son. Robert Pattinson, our new Batman. Elizabeth Debicki, who was pretty stellar in the movie, in my opinion. And she played Aisha in Guardians 2. Yep. And then some other characters. You have Aaron Taylor Johnson, who played Quicksilver in the MCU. And you get some appearances by Michael Caine. And Michael Caine, yeah. Alfred.
That's Chris Nolan for you. He likes working with the same people.
Yeah, Michael Caine, and then Kenneth Branagh plays our villain in the movie. So, Dave, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was pretty good. So I went in hearing some less than stellar reviews. Not exactly that it wasn't great or anything. It just wasn't Nolan's best, but I liked it a lot. In fact, I liked it so much I had to see it twice to catch some of the stuff that was going on. Mm-hmm. Plot-wise, it's one of those things. The rules are very simple. They explain it to them in a couple points in the movie. So as long as you just take it at what it is and don't try to go deep into it, you'll enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Anything special from any of the actors, you think?
Kenneth Branagh was trying to do he plays a Russian in the movie, and it was kind of weird hearing him with that accent because he's got an English accent.
Yeah.
But other than that, the one that kind of stood out for me a little bit, was the whatchamacallit, the lady's name from Guardians 2.
Yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Is it Elizabeth? No, it's Elizabeth Debicki.
Yep.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I mean, I really liked it, but I always try to tell everyone that take that with a grain of salt because I like.
Because you like everything.
I like CW. No, I don't like everything, but I definitely like CW shows.
I just always have to come back to
if I can watch 7 seasons of Arrow, you might want to watch out, right? But in general. The movie is visually pretty great. I mean, I wouldn't say like stunning. It wasn't. I could definitely have.
It's definitely not Inception.
I could. Yeah, Inception's better. There's better looking stuff in Doctor Strange.
Absolutely.
But like, it's complex what's happening. You have characters moving in one scene backward and forward through the temporal space.
Yeah.
So visually, it's very great. I don't think we had to go to the movies to see it there. I could have just watched it on a nice TV. But, yeah. But in the end, that was probably the biggest part, the visuals. The other big part for me was how complex the idea was, even though they made it really simple.
Yes,
by not trying, they didn't go too scientific and try to explain everything. It's a complex concept, which I find really cool. Yes. And that's why when we're sitting there, I'm laughing because I'm just like, this is so much going on that's gonna just confuse people.
Exactly.
But if you just like kind of, like you said, take it with a grain of salt, what some of them are saying, then you'll be able to follow along. It's not like in Endgame where Hulk is talking to the Ancient One and she explains how alternate realities and the timeline work. You don't get that. But you do get it at a certain point, but it's not as cut and dry.
No.
It's not as cut and dry, and I think that's what Nolan wanted.
Yeah, the whole thing worked for me a little bit, not exactly the same as Memento, but same concept.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, like, okay, here are the rules, this is what they are, and that's it. So there's nothing else that you need to, you're going to torture yourself if you try to go into it.
Yeah, you'll if you start thinking too much, you will get lost in what's going on in the movie. Acting wise, I thought everyone did pretty much their job, which I didn't think there was like a breakout. I thought Elizabeth Debicki was the main character you felt like emotion from, and you felt like a bit of a connection. You cared about what was going on with her.
Yep.
Her character Kat, like she did well. The rest of them just kind of I expect them to do what they did, and they did it. Something
that stood out for me a little bit, kind of going a little bit off subject. This movie will make you believe that Robert Pattinson can play Batman. He's gonna make a good Bruce Wayne.
I asked the question the other day. I said,
"Let's come back to this."
Did people think George Clooney could play Batman? And he did. And it wasn't his fault.
I mean, they gave his Batman nipples, so there was a problem there. He was already skating uphill.
He beat the shit out of people the same way anyone that's in a Batman suit will.
But it's one of those things where, like, okay, like I can see it's one of those like when Christian Bale played was in Equilibrium. That's when basically he got the nod to go ahead and play Batman. You could believe it.
You didn't think he could do it from Psycho?
No, not really.
American Psycho?
Really. American Psycho, that was definitely...
Where he's got the mirror above and he's like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. But yeah, this movie will make you believe that that Robertson can play Batman if and when it comes out.
Robert Pattinson, he can do it.
And as far as Washington is concerned, that also made me believe that he could play some other roles in the MCU, possibly, or maybe even
T'Challa
do James
replacement?
Bond. Yeah, rest in peace.
Possible T'Challa replacement. We are all sad about that.
We are 100%. But like, if you're looking for another actor to replace it, or maybe even go in a different direction within the MCU, he definitely has the action quality.
Yeah.
So I actually saw him more as being like the next James Bond over Elba.
Okay. So I guess the only other things would be like, the action in the movie. If you were gonna, if you want to know about that, the action was good. And the action is, I think, more a plot device than trying to be flashy. Yeah. The few. What'd you say?
So like a layman like myself that didn't like the other movie he did.
Which one? Inception.
Inception.
Yeah.
So was this one like more visual, or was there more like writing behind it?
This one was definitely less visual than Inception.
Yeah, it's definitely plot driven.
It's the dialogue matters a lot in this one, and that's a one thing that I would say. I don't know if it's like a negative, but it's definitely a detractor. Chris Nolan.
For someone like me, that's definitely not. Like, I like more writing than I do.
Well, you won't understand what they're saying because
not the first time.
They're always in like oxygen mask, or the music is playing so fucking loud,
too loud,
that you can't understand what people are saying sometimes. But the thing is, like, you can go rewatch it, and I'm like, it's not gonna matter if I go to the theater again. I need to see subtitles to be able to say like little minute things what they're saying.
Is this movie in English?
Yes. It is in English, but it's in it's
like everybody is talking through Bane's mask.
Exactly. I'm like, did you want Bane? So, I mean, Ludwig Göransson did a really good job. Same composer from the Disney series, The Mandalorian. He did Creed 1, Creed 2. He won the Oscar for Black Panther, and one of the up-and-coming composers. He was the score was great. It was just loud as fuck. But, I mean, yeah, I thought it was good. I don't know if it was amazing, but I
Would you go watch it again to catch all the stuff that you?
I am gonna
may
watch
have
it
missed?
again. I'm not gonna go to the theaters to watch it again. So we'll see when I can watch it again somewhere else.
When it comes out on release,
Yeah, when it comes out on release. But
Plex.
Well, we're freezing now. Yeah, because you keep saying Plex, and I'm like, don't tell people we're stealing shit. At a certain point, it's not going to be okay. But right now, it doesn't
It's
matter.
not cute anymore.
No, at a certain point. But yeah, Dave, what would you based on our rating system, worth it, wait for it, or don't bother? What would you say you would give this movie?
I would say it's worth it. So
It's worth it.
it's definitely one of those things. Like if you feel comfortable going out into and watching them in the theaters,
With a mask.
definitely go check them out. Yeah, the
We were wearing masks. I had
quick
masks
quick
right
touch
here.
on the theaters that we went to. They are using seat spacing. So
There were about
you
6
can-
people.
Yeah, you can sit together in a group, but they're definitely doing the one seat spacer.
Yeah.
Do I think that's enough? Not really. I came with my own disinfectant wipes because I'm not sure what they're doing
Yeah.
before or after we leave the theater, but I felt comfortable and safe in there.
My seat smelled like lemon disinfectant spray after I sprayed the shit out of it.
Yep.
But
But
yeah.
yeah, worth it. Definitely. If
Worth it?
if you feel like or if you feel comfortable going out into the theaters, worth it.
All right. I also give it a worth it. While I was sitting in the theater, I was thinking maybe this is it's good, but maybe it's a wait for it. But I'm like, look, if you want to get out of the house and
It's like,
maybe
am
go
I-
to the
am I
movie
being
theater,
responsible?
worth it.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it if you're itching for a movie. It's good.
It's good.
Um,
I mean, I have
you
more
know.
underlying conditions than an NFL contract, but I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Sports reference.
So if you can get out there and see it, definitely do so. Let us know what you think about Tenet if you've seen it in the comments below. We need you in there. And Ian, do you think you're going to go check it out after hearing the non-spoiler review?
I might.
Well, you're going to get the spoiler review in a little bit, so
Right.
we'll see then. But guys, subscribe.
Subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, comment down in the thing below,
Just good
the
comments,
comment
though. Don't be a
section.
dick.
And we
Let us know if you're going to watch it in the theaters or just wait till it comes out on streaming.
yeah, and we will see you guys next time.
Sláinte.